Welcome to Punky's Pro Wrestling. I gotta get better at doing these Tuesdays and Thursdays. But Diane comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I may change my days. Anyway, I have plenty of time today, and I need to announce another passing. Sonny King, real name Larry Johnson, born in North Carolina in 1945, died on August 31st. He was a groundbreaking African-American wrestler. He's one of the first African-Americans, if not the first, to hold a championship in WWF. Held championships everywhere. And he was a good person, because one day he was in an arena getting ready for a card in the Carolinas, and somebody broke in, pushing past an elderly security guard that was defenseless. Why they had an elderly security guard, I don't know. And he went and saved the guy. He went and confronted the guy that had just, shoved the elderly security guard, and the guy responded by stabbing him several times. Punctured his lung, nicked his heart, which the doctor had to do heart massage in his body to get his heart going again. And his partner was Chief Jay Strongbow. Sonny King was a fan favorite. Like I said, he led the way for a lot of African-American wrestlers. And the reason he got into wrestling was his relationship with the Big Cat, Ernie Ladd. And also another very groundbreaking African-American wrestler. Just someone who, it had to be very difficult when you, and a lot of these guys have talked about it, it's difficult to start a career in wrestling in the 60s when you are black, because of the racism that was absolutely rampant, the segregation. It was extremely difficult in the 50s and 60s when Ernie Ladd and Sonny King and I can't remember his name. Well, there was Rocky Johnson, but even in the 70s when Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas started, it still was tough, because wrestling was a white male performer's game. It just was. Fortunately, it has changed. so the black performers do get the same level of opportunity. He retired and worked at a junkyard buying and selling car parts. His son played football for the South Carolina Gamecocks. He was 79 years old. So, yep. So anyway, I wanted to acknowledge his passing, even though I knew the name, but I'm not real familiar with him, just because he retired in the early 80s, and I was still quite young. But you have to acknowledge someone whose impact has affected African American wrestlers going forward. You know? I mean, we've just now had, and they're two-time champions now, our first ever, no, second, because Naomi and Sasha were both black, second ever African American female tag team champions. Ever. Only had the first ever, 4 years ago? 3 years ago? Which was Sasha Banks and Naomi. In fact, the first female main event at WrestleMania, the first all-black one, was Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. You know? So it's changing. A little slow, but it's changing. And I'm grateful for that. And it's men like him that caused the changes. So, black, white, whatever, you owe a lot to them. Because our beloved sport would be where it is without them. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. I don't know what day exactly, but we'll figure it out.